Do you ever have, like, in your journey with your business or in life, and I always like to ask these questions, like these game-changing moments, and I don't remember if you know Tom mentioning this a few months back when he did his presentation, but just moments in life that, you could consider you guys rekindling over at the Baylor UT game tailgate as a game-changing moment in life, but any other events in your past that, put you on your path of where you're at? That if it wasn't for that, you wouldn't be here?
Yeah. I mean, I think we've had a lot.
How long's the podcast?
There's no one booked after this, and I still got more tequila.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think like us getting together for sure was a big, moment in both of our lives. I think both of us were praying that we would be aligned with the person and the partner that, God had for us. And it becomes more evident, right? Like as you walk through your marriage together, because the wedding is one thing, the marriage is really the life that you build together. And I know like for Andrew and I, we didn't know what we were embarking on, but I can definitely say that, God is so good and merciful, even in the hard times, because he sets you up, right, for success. And I don't think we both lost our moms within the last, 8 years. My mom has been gone this year will be 8 years, and it will be 5 years for his mom, but we lost both of our moms in a 3-year time span, along with, me losing my job, Andrew changing his career, us having a child, us losing a child, and then us, having another baby who was in the NICU for 41 days. And so, I mean, we had a lot of hurdles that we got through. But I feel like, you're saying like the yin and the yang, when it comes together, that support that you get from your spouse to get through that, like there's no other person that could have helped you get through that, together. And, I remember when Andrew's mom passed away, because it was very shocking. It wasn't expected at all. But I remember, taking him to go get his car from the clinic, the med clinic that they had went to go get her just checked. And she had just passed away. And I remember him looking at me saying, when you said I had no, excuse my language, fucking clue what it meant to lose your mom, he's like, you're right. And I just crushed me because I didn't want him to feel that. But now we're in this season together where, my husband's lost his mom and now I got to be there for him. You know what I mean? And so I think like about those things, and I think about how God orchestrates. It's not maybe the story that you would have expected or thought you would have, but through it, you can definitely see the maneuvering of where God was planning and taking you and stuff like that. And so I look back now and I'm just so grateful, with all the loss. There's also so much that we've gained.
Right. Just kind of strengthened y'all's relationship and built
absolutely.
it even stronger. And
I'm like, bring it. We got this. We can do it.
I'm
like, mortgage rates go up. It's fine.
It's fine.
We've
It's
been
least of your problem. We've been through.
That's that perspective, right? That perspective that people don't pay attention to. And
it is. And I think like with perspective, like it also gives you priorities, and I look back at, before Andrew was in our field, I know I, was working a lot, especially after my mom passed, because I took a lot of her projects on. And I remember I was running to, different states with our baby, who isn't even one yet, trying to open up these offices, that my mom had already planned to open. And, I ended up getting terminated from, from the company that I was working at, which was family owned. And it made me take a step back that, the priority at that time should have been my family and my healing. But I was pushing through. And so having that reflection and that experience, of course, I wouldn't have had that perspective unless I would have gone through that. But it's made me make certain choices that my family is my priority, and everything else can fall into place. But that's my number one priority.
And it does put everything in perspective, right? The priorities, like you said, and makes you more resilient at the end of the day. And that's the challenge with any industry, because the clients, and I've said this before, they don't know what you go through, what you've been through, what you're dealing with, and that challenge for us as business owners, just to kind of mask it well.
Yes,
and
right.
Treat them, the customer, as you're the number one concern right now, but
yes.